Super Sunday! How are we doing, everybody? Moving the chains. We're back at it. This guy's back, Sammy McIntyre. We are back. Draft is over. All 3 rounds. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All done. Thursday, got off phone with Derek, Brody. We had a chat on Friday night, first 2 and 3. Love you guys. Shout out to your wife, Adrian. A lot of crazy shit happened first night. I couldn't believe it. Number 1 pick, Cleveland. Go get Cam Ward. Made sense. But the second pick, I'm thinking Abdul Carter, whoa, came out of nowhere, RKO. Jaguars and Cleveland swap picks. You know, we don't know who's going to win that trade in a couple years. Who knows? I think Cleveland fleeced Jacksonville for all those picks. I think Jacksonville went way over for Travis Hunter. And unless he turns into a Pro Bowler both ways, which I have a hard time seeing, Cleveland won that deal. So, and then the big topic of the night was Shedeur Sanders. He didn't go first round, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know. And maybe you should trust my insight because, once again, I'm right. I know some things, okay? Like my man Todd Opasich told me today at the gym, which, by the way, Culture Gym, best gym in Fort Wayne. I just got to give a shout out to you guys. Max Lawson, you too, buddy. But my point is, it's not a race thing. We're not going down that rabbit hole, okay? Yes, he's a good player. Yes, he had a good college career. I'm not disputing that. But it comes down to personal. And you do not dictate things, buddy. This is why the NFL is king over the NBA. We don't give a rat's ass if your name is Manning. We don't care. You got to have a little bit of toughness, grit. And I'm sure he was trained well by Deion and Peyton Manning, all those guys. I got it. But maybe there's a reason. And the talent didn't really scream off the page. You know, he could have done the legendary and all that other stupid shit. That's fine. But again, he didn't. And he interviewed poorly, and it was shitty. And good news, Cleveland, it's your problem now. Go have fun. Go have fun. I thought Cleveland got a really good player, Mason Graham. It's a little safe pick, but you pair him with Myles Garrett in that Cole. He feels like a Cleveland Brown, tough guy, blue collar, feels right. I didn't get Cleveland, though, in the later rounds, taking Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, 2 week-on quarterbacks, in that cold. I don't get it, but that's Cleveland's problem. So now they got to figure this out. And now you got that revolving circus. It feels like Tim Tebow-like to me with Shedeur Sanders, and I heard that yesterday when I was listening to one of my podcasts. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Everybody's been asking me about the Raiders taking Gentry. Okay, here's my take on it. I needed a day to sleep on it because my dad said you hated the pick, and I said, you're right, I did. But I needed a day to sleep on it. I actually liked the pick. And I thought the Raiders' picks were actually very, very smart when it came to value, getting players, what they could be. Jack Bech, great story, even great player, but the story just warms my heart a little bit. Goes out to him and his family. They had that New Orleans shooting go down. I think it was before the Notre Dame-Georgia game, that whole scene. So, I mean, great for them. The Raiders got a running back. Okay. And they got some values. I thought the draft was a B. I don't like the draft grade thing. But, man, I just can't believe I've never seen a player slip this far. But you know what? This is what happens when your actions have consequences, man, in life and in football. When you don't show up to this, when you don't show up to that, you're too cool for school, you're flexing this, I'm out. When can we go back to society being hard work matters, instead of this cutting shortcuts, being a fraud, all this other nonsense? Just saying, I'm old school, man. Like, just play football, do all that celebrating and legendary and all that other shit later. So, and I just couldn't believe. I mean, I'm looking at my list here. It's great having you guys in today. I mean, some of these picks I got right. Cam Ward. I got wrong on the Armand Menbu. I thought he would go to the Raiders, but he didn't. But this is what happens. This is, the NFL draft is a weird thing. You can mock it all day like I've been doing, and I've gotten great reactions. Thank you. But you never know in these situations. So I thought that the Colts got a steal and getting Tyler Warren at that spot. I thought the Bears shockingly got Colston Loveland. I mean, that's another freak talent for Caleb Williams. But I will say this right now. There's 2 bullseyes on those 2 quarterbacks that went 1 couple of years in a row. Caleb Williams, I'm talking to you, buddy. Clock's on you now. There is no, and I mean 0 excuses for you not to perform now. It's time. I don't want to hear about anything. They have beefed up this offensive line. They've given you every weapon to man. I can't name a receiving room better than the Bears. I can't. Maybe the Bengals, that's it. Maybe the Eagles, but they got issues of their own. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown going at it, who knows? And then, I'm just looking around, and the Bears have to win now. Like, this is time, Caleb. You have to perform. If he does not perform, I think Bears are cursed. You put him with a great offensive coach. You put him with a decent offensive line that you've beefed up when you knew it was a strength weakness last year. You got to do it now. And Trevor Lawrence, one more time, buddy. This is on you. Like, you got to perform now. I don't want to hear excuses. They gave you Brian Thomas last year. They gave you this kid this year in Travis Hunter. And you got Liam Cohen, who kind of can be a weird, goofy mofo, but, whatever. Be that as it may. Okay? So you got to perform now. So, and the rest of the draft was just craziness. But this is the NFL. This is why the NFL draft is king, and it gets a lot of people on it. So, it was just craziness. I didn't get the Cardinals picking. They took a lot of boomer bust guys. It's kind of how they've always been in my life. The Cardinals have always done that weirdly. They did go Tyrann Mathieu. That paid dividends back in the day with Bruce Arians. But this Walter Nolan guy just kind of scares me. Some of the immaturity stuff, which, again, I don't mind if you're a defensive tackle. It's more important with the quarterback. But too much off for me. Too much off switch for him than on. So I don't know. I just thought there were some teams I just didn't get. Like the Kelvin Banks, I kind of got it with the Saints offensive line being kind of porous. It's not like it was when Drew Brees was there, when they had kind of a wall of really good offensive linemen in front of Drew Brees to work that offense efficiently. But, overall, draft was great. Green Bay, awesome. I need to hit that. That's on my list of stadiums I need to hit. But, yeah, that's all I want to talk about today, post-draft. Stay tuned. It's football season. I'll have content, down the road. But just stay tuned. Appreciate you guys listening. Adios. Super Sunday. Godspeed.